All right, let me tell you something most people get wrong. Toppers are not calm because they're smart. Yeah, they're calm because they trained for pressure. And once you see how they do it, you'll stop panicking too. Let's start here. Picture this. Okay? Exam hall, 30 minutes left. Your heart is racing, hands sweaty, mind blank. You look around, that one topper, and still writing, calm face, no drama. And you think, how is this even possible? I used to think the same. I thought toppers had some special brain, some secret confidence chip. They don't, they just play the game differently. And today I'll break it down step by step, no fluff, because pressure doesn't come from exams. Okay? Pressure comes from how you prepare for them. Pause. Let me say that again. Pressure is not created in the exam hall. It's created weeks before. Here's the first truth. And toppers don't panic because nothing feels new to them. Think about it. Most students study like this. Read chapter, highlight lines, watch reels, promise to revise later. Then exam day comes and suddenly everything feels unfamiliar. That's when panic hits because your brain hates uncertainty. Toppers avoid this. They make the exam feel boring. How? Okay. They simulate pressure early. They solve questions with a timer. They do mock tests seriously. They practice writing answers, not just reading. So when the real exam comes, their brain says, "Eh, oh, oh, this again, not, oh no, we're dead, mini pause. This is huge. If you only study in comfort, pressure will shock you. If you study under pressure, pressure becomes normal. That's the first reason. Now let's talk about something nobody mentions. Okay, toppers don't attach their self-worth to one exam. This one hurts. Most students think like this. "Uh, if I fail, I'm useless. If I mess up, my life is over. If I don't top, I'm a disappointment." That mindset is pressure fuel because now it's not just an exam, it's your identity. Toppers don't do this. They care about results, yes, but they don't let one paper define them. Why? Because they focus on process, not ego. They think in systems, daily study block, weekly revision, mom treely tests. If one test goes bad, they adjust the system. They don't panic. They don't spiral. You panic when you think one moment decides everything. Toppers know life is longer than one exam. Short pause. Okay. Ask yourself honestly, are you scared of the exam or scared of what you think it says about you? Big difference. Now let's get into something practical. Toppers know exactly what to do when they get stuck. That moment you read a question, brain freezes, heart rate spikes. Most students do this. They stare. Okay? They panic, they waste time, they mentally give up. Toppers have a rule. If stuck, move, they skip fast. Yeah? They mark the question, they secure easy marks first. This sounds small. It's not. Because panic grows when you feel trapped, movement kills panic, forward motion calms the brain. They trust they'll come back, and most times can they do cliffhanger. But here's the part nobody expects. Toppers are not confident all the time. They doubt themselves too. They feel scared too. The difference? Yeah. They don't argue with fear during the exam. They accept it. Fear shows up. They say, you know, okay, you're here. Sit quietly. They don't fight emotions mid-paper because fighting emotions costs energy. They save energy for thinking. You try to eliminate fear. They work despite it. That's maturity. Okay? Now let's rewind a bit. Before exams, most students revise like this. Random chapters, no structure, last-minute overload. Toppers revise strategically. They know three things: what they know well, what they kind of know, what they don't know at all. They don't waste time over polishing strong topics. They attack weak areas early. Okay, so on exam day, there are fewer surprises. Surprises create panic. Familiarity creates calm, simple, mini pause. Can it, let me ask you something. When you panic, What's the real thought in your head? Usually, it's this. I didn't do enough. That's not an exam problem. That's a preparation problem. Toppers reduce panic by removing regret. They don't aim for perfect days. They aim for honest days, even to send focused hours. Consistently, yeah, that builds quiet confidence, not loud motivation. Quiet confidence doesn't shake under pressure. Now let's talk about sleep. Yes, sleep. Most students sacrifice sleep before exams. Bad idea. Your brain under sleep deprivation panics faster. Toppers protect sleep near exams. They know memory consolidation happens during sleep. They'd rather study 1 hour less than enter the exam exhausted. Pressure plus exhaustion equals disaster. Okay. Pressure plus rest equals control. Another pause. This one might sting. Toppers don't multitask while studying. No phone. No constant notifications, no half attention, because shallow study creates fake confidence. You think you know something, okay, until the exam exposes you. That shock causes panic. Deep study creates real confidence, even if it's less hours. Quality beats quantity under pressure. Now, let me tell you a small story. I knew a topper who failed a test badly once. Everyone expected him to break. He didn't. He analyzed, changed his study method, came back stronger. No drama. Why? Because he expected setbacks. Most students, it goes back to perfection. When reality hits, they panic. Toppers expect difficulty. So difficulty doesn't shock them. Expectation management is pressure management. And, okay, now here's a trick you can use tonight. Mental rehearsal before sleep. Close your eyes. Imagine sitting in the exam. Okay. See yourself reading calmly, skating tough questions, breathing, writing steadily. Your brain can't fully tell imagination from reality. This trains calm responses. Athletes do this. Toppers do this unconsciously. You can do it intentionally. Cliffhanger. Okay. But what about last minute panic? The night before, here's what toppers don't do. They don't start new topics. They revise what they already know. This builds confidence. Learning new things late increases anxiety. Revision reduces it. They also stop discussing syllabus with stressed friends. Stress is contagious. They protect their mental space. That's discipline. Now let's talk about breathing. Yes. Again, basic. Under pressure, breathing becomes shallow. This tells your brain, we're in danger. Toppers slow their breath consciously. Long inhale. Long exhale. Heart rate drops, mind clears. This is not motivational talk. It's biology. You control the breath. You control the nervous system. Now zoom out. The biggest reason toppers don't panic? They've been uncomfortable before. They face tough tests, bad scores, hard days. Pressure is familiar. You panic when pressure is new. Expose yourself to challenge earlier. Hard mock tests, timed practice, honest self-evaluation. I could do it now, So the exam doesn't feel like the first punch. Short pause. Okay. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Calm under pressure is not talent. It's a skill. Okay? And skills can be trained. You don't need to become a topper overnight. Okay? You just need to change how you prepare. Let me summarize this cleanly. Okay? Toppers don't panic because they practice under pressure. They focus on systems, not ego. They don't attach identity to one exam. They move forward when stuck. They accept fear instead of fighting it. They revise strategically. They sleep. They study deeply. They expect difficulty. They control their breath. None of this is magic. All of this is learnable. And here's your challenge. Tonight, set a timer. Solve questions like it's the real exam. No phone, no excuses. Get uncomfortable on purpose. Okay? Because confidence is built there, not in motivation videos, not in wishing, in action. If this helped you, share it with someone who's stressing right now. Let's level up together. Pressure doesn't break you. It reveals how you prepared. Start preparing like a topper.